Hey, what's up everybody? Well, it's that time again. It's that time where I do an update video, I ramble a little bit for maybe a little bit too long, and hopefully you can make some sense of all of it. But yeah, it's always a fun time whenever I have to do one of these style of videos. But yeah, there's some things that I need to go through, some things that I want to communicate better, and we'll go through it step by step, so hopefully it can make some semblance of sense. So, first things first, why am I doing this update video? Why am I doing a video for it at all? Well, I've been doing a few updates via, the community tab on my channel, and for this type of video, I feel like I feel like it's one of those situations where it would just be better if it's if I actually speak out my mind on a few things, and also instead of just putting it down on text. So that's why we're doing it on video form, and it's something to do with something that something that I've been pretty lackluster in communicating, and it just kind of got to a point where it's like, nah, I feel like I need to actually explain my current situation better. As I said in my community post before this update video comes out, it's nothing terrible. It's nothing like, god awful or anything, but, it's something that I feel like it's worth mentioning because I want to, and I feel like you guys deserve some context for some things about the infrequency of uploads and streaming and all that fun stuff. So anyway, we'll just go through it point by point. Hopefully I can get through everything, and we can move forward with the future of this channel. So yeah, let's just not waste any more time. Let's just get straight to it. So for people who don't know, I did a update post, I think it was like a couple weeks ago now, maybe a week ago. I honestly can't remember. No, it must have been a couple weeks ago, where basically I mentioned, it was going to be my birthday, and I was going to have graduation straight after my birthday, and I was going to cut into video production. And that did happen. Both of those things did happen. I went around the country, saw my family and such, and I mentioned that on a stream session. And, it was all fun, and very tiring, so, of course I can't do videos on the road. I mean, I guess I technically could if I brought my equipment, but obviously I couldn't because, I was focusing on birthday and graduation. So yeah, that was a couple weeks ago, got that done, and I was like, great, okay, that'll be the biggest intrusive thing. We'll get that done. And then a second event occurred with a situation with a car in front of our house. I won't go into too much detail, but long story short, there was a car, it was broken, it was battered, it was in front of our driveway, the police got involved, and since it was in front of our driveway, we had some questions that we needed to get answered, and that took up a lot of time last week. Yeah, last week. Having problems with telling days apart, apparently. But yeah, basically, it's not just me. It was like me and my family, but we had a lot of police talk. But all that's been sorted now. We actually met the driver of the car. Everyone's okay. All of that got sorted. It was a little bit stressful for a few days, but that was another event. And I think that's the main thing that I want to get across. Those were events. The birthday, the graduation, those were all big events. They were like things that actually, happened that came into recording time. And I thought those were going to be the most intrusive things. The thing that I've been lacking in communication with is my current situation, which isn't... It's not an event. It's like three, I would say three, maybe four, but primarily three things that are sort of like underlining things that are sort of always apparent, which cause discrepancies. Not discrepancies, what's the right word I'm trying to think of? They cause, what's the right word? They cause blockades, obstacles with video production, and I'm not gonna lie, I woefully underestimated how intrusive these things were going to be, which is why I never communicated them before, because I thought to myself, okay, these aren't going to be a problem, I could just ignore them. And I sort of underestimated them, and now it's gone to the point where I can't underestimate them anymore, because they were way more intrusive than I originally thought they were going to be, which is why I'm communicating to them now. So we'll go through them one at a time, and hopefully the idea of me explaining this to you is hopefully to give a little bit of context, and, you know, I guess just try and give actual communication and explanation for some things. But we'll get to more of that a bit later on in this update video. So first things first, you know, I was at university, I graduated, and now I'm back home in my mother's place, my, you know, mother and a partner in their house. And I think it's important to note that before I left for university, my the house layout was kind of weird. My room was actually where the old garage used to be. So, like, my room was converted from a garage, and when I left for university, it got converted into an office. So, now that I'm back here, I technically don't have a room. No, that's not to say, you know, I don't have a place to sleep. Of course I have a place to sleep. You know, there's a guest room that I use, which is, you know, serving its purpose well. But, basically, the point I'm trying to get across is, like, I don't really have a space that I can call my own. I'm sort of using borrowed space, because the place I used to record is actually the work office for my mom and her partner. So, basically, the long and short of it is I can't use it during the day, because, you know, they gotta work. And that's fair. You know, that's completely fair. I knew that going in, and I thought to myself, okay, you know, that's fine. I could just record in the evening. They don't have to use it in the evening because they're not working. You know, I can use that time to record. Great, you know. I could play FF14 during the day in the living room or whatever, or, you know, whatever job that I need to do that day. And I can use the time to, you know, do job hunting. You know, whatever. I can record in the evening. That's fine. And do streaming in the evening. It all works out. Now, that wouldn't be a problem. Like, that's the first layer of, like, blockade, I guess, and it's not that big a one. That's one where it's like, okay, I don't need to mention that. And also, apparently, my video stopped rendering. I forgot I was doing that in the background. Whoops, sorry if you heard that on the microphone. Super professional. Anyway, second thing was, and this is where it gets a little bit more awkward, is right now, my mother and partner and I guess technically me and everyone in this house, they're looking to move, and they have to do it a lot sooner than they planned to for various reasons, which I won't go into because obviously, you know, personal reasons, and you know, it's not important. That means we have to do house viewings, and when you do, and with the agent that we got, the house viewings have some specifications. One of those specifications being, you know, when you clean up, don't have any equipment and stuff lined about. Which is a little bit annoying when you got a recording set up and they're like, yeah, you're gonna have to pack that and hide that away. And it's like, okay, yeah, okay, how often are these house viewings? They're every like 2 or 3 days or so. Okay, that's, well, whatever. Well, you know, whatever. I could deal with that. I can pack it all away. Need to hide it. Where do I need to hide it? In the car, and you know, I have to keep on moving it about, and it's really annoying. But whatever. I can still, you know, make it work. You know, still make it work during the evening, even though sometimes you have to pack it. Sometimes they do viewings in the morning, so you have to pack the stuff away in the night, and then when that happens, you know, you obviously can't do it. But whatever. It's fine. I'm using borrowed space, so I can deal with that. And I guess that's the second layer of, like, blockades when it comes to this kind of stuff. And the third layer is probably the most prominent layer at the moment, and this one's really sucky. And that is the fact that currently I'm trying to sort out registrations with my local medical center in order to continue. Well, I mean, I mentioned it on the. I got depression. You know, that's not that's not a thing that I keep hidden. Like I mentioned it during a post, and recently it's gotten a bit worse because unfortunately I don't have the right prescription yet because I'm trying to sort out all of the stuff. So I've been off the medication for a few days, and that's caused some mood problems. Not gonna lie, for the past few weeks, and motivation and all that. And I guess you could call that the third layer, which is like the third thing. And like this is, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like this is the part where I just want to say, like, I hate doing this because you know it sounds so petty, you know. Like, oh, I have to move my stuff in a car and I can't do the recording. Oh, I'm sad, so that means I can't do the recording. You know. I hate doing this because it just sounds so petty. I don't like making excuses because these, you know, that's what this is. This is making excuses. And I don't like making excuses because I want to get stuff done. But, you know, obviously I can say that, but, you know, brain is like, yeah, haha, you think you can get stuff done? No, you're not. And it's like, shut up, brain. I don't want to listen to you. Shut up. Even though I want to listen to you because you're smart and you make decisions and stuff, but you know what I mean. It's like, it's the emotional part where it's just like, you suck at what you do, man. And I'm like, shut up. It's like, yeah, you're not making anything. It's like, shut up. Anyway, but, yeah, could you tell this was going to get rambly? But, yeah, but, you know, that's why I guess I was so against, like, making a deal out of this. Originally is because I didn't want to make a deal out of it because, you know, I wanted to basically be like, yeah, I'm gonna get stuff done and I'm gonna make videos every night, and you know that just didn't happen, which sucks because I want to get motivated to do it, but the motivation's just not there because of all of these problems, and then there's some like other stuff with like YouTube being a absolute bastard with some stuff. There was a comment that mentioned it with like the quality of 1080p videos, and it's been like this for a while, and I hate it because I've been testing different rendering settings for so many things, and for some reason I just can't get the quality that I want. That's the real shitty part, is because it's like even when I make a video, it's like the quality isn't even there. Like I can't, like you know, there's a joke when you make these types of videos, which is you got the 3 points, you know, of making a video. You can be consistent, you can be entertaining, and you can have good quality. You choose 2 of those, and you ignore the third one. So even when I'm not being consistent, I can't even do the quality part, and, you know, that really pisses me off. But yeah, so I'm still trying to work that out on top of everything else, and again, it just sounds so petty, and I hate it. But that's why I came to this decision. I came to this decision because I want to lay this out on the table, and I don't want it to just be bitching. I am actually, you know, I want this to also be a chance to be like, alright, you know, I'm gonna sort this out, and get stuff done. You know, I don't want to just bitch during this update. I want to also say I'm gonna get stuff done. Like there's still, like there's light at the end of this tunnel type deal. Like all the stuff with the registration with the medical center has now been done. So after a few days, I can walk straight in, get the stuff that, you know, get the medication I need, finally start taking that again properly. So hopefully, you know, get that mood up, and that will help out a lot. And I'm trying to find out better ways to render videos. Like it's something to do with the weird frame pacing, with the way that it compresses, and it's so weird. And I'm trying to pinpoint it. It's to do with the visual fidelity with Judgment. If anyone actually has any rendering tips, you know, don't feel, or suggestions, like, you know, send them my way because I'm more than happy to take suggestions. But I guess that's my attempt at having a professional air gone. Who am I kidding? I never had a professional air. But yeah, but you know, I just wanna make good quality stuff, you know. So I just wanna make it so it gets better. But yeah. Awkward pause for a second as I had to sneeze. Should I put it as the 4th layer? I've had terrible hay fever. Also, this heat. For people who don't know, in the UK, the heat has been... It's been the hottest day in the UK history. At 40 degrees Celsius. And for people in, like, Texas saying we deal with that on a regular basis, we don't. So we're not used to it, and we don't have an infrastructure based on it. Like, our house does not have aircon. So it's... And our houses have not been built for heat. So it's been pretty unbearable. So I guess put that as the 4th thing, along with hay fever. But anyway... Sorry. Yeah, no. I want to get stuff done. I did the poll for new Twitch playthrough, which will get done. I have been paying attention to that. And I want to put more effort into the Discord as well. And I've pretty much accepted it's all not going to happen at once. You know, it's baby steps. You got to work on one thing at a time so you can keep people engaged and happy. You won't be able to please everyone, but I want to improve. And that's the long and short of it. Again, I don't want this update video to be just bitching. I also want it to be like, nah, I'm going to get my resolve, back on track. And I want to also, communicate better. Because, again, I think you guys deserve it, so that's the other point of this video. And hopefully you accept it. And if you don't accept it, you know what? That's also fair too. Because if you feel like that I'm not delivering consistently enough or with good enough quality, it's your decision. And I completely understand that. This is what I said. I wasn't going to get all sad at the end, but yeah, well, I guess it's just in my nature. But we'll look forward to new things on the horizon. So, Judgment will continue. By God, it will continue. I won't let it die. Tales of Gracie's F. Still haven't forgotten about it. That will continue. I'll keep on bringing it up because I'm not going to let you forget about it. And I'm not going to let myself forget about it. And new stream playthrough. I'm actually going to... I'll do a post on the community tab on YouTube and Twitter and stuff. I'm actually going to extend votes for a little bit longer over the weekend. So that will give some people more time for my lack of communication on that. So I will definitely do that also. And I got some stream stuff that I want to do, so we will get to that, hopefully. And yeah, I hope that you guys can bear with me as we, get through this, and I will improve and, get stuff done. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I want to say right now. So until next time, see you guys then.